Perhaps no bonus speech today.
I think we just ran off the road.
Okay. Today my speech topic is fear. Fear of ghost or fear of dark. How to deal with it. Today, politicians all over US are fear of losing the upcoming election. Right? Whether it is Mr. Trump or Mrs. Clinton, doesn't matter. Everybody has that fear of losing election. In 1978, I was 9 years old. My mom took me a movie that has this particular scene.
Oh, God.
Where the lady was burning and making pasta out of live snakes. This ghost. I was so terrified. I couldn't even stare at that screen for a minute. I was so crying. Mom said, cool down, cool down. No, I don't want to see that. And we end up going out of the theater. In Hindu mythology, every god has particularly either one or many animals as a pet or as a carrier. In my childhood, I go to a temple because my family takes to one of the nearby temple where they have a hill station, and then you go up, you go all the way. While going up, I see a massive snake.
Oh, wow.
A python, a yellow snake, a massive one. I was so scared. I was literally crying and crying and crying. My brother literally closed my eyes and he just walked away.
Wow.
You know that snake is made out of cement.
Oh.
But I couldn't withstand seeing that even the snake made out of cement. So what is fear? A fear is an unpleasant emotion that is caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause a pain or a threat. So what happens when fear occurs in your body? Think of a situation when you are in a second floor. You are in a second floor, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you hear the voice or a sound in the first floor or in the basement. Going from here to there. And you are awake. You are alert. In the brain, you have 2 areas. One is called amygdala. It's your brain's emotion center. And another one is prefrontal cortex. Thinking region of brain gets activated. Then immediately you wake up, and that amygdala helps you activate your fight or flight response. And your adrenal glands starts relieving stress hormones into your bloodstream. Now that you are completely awake, what do you do next? You spy on what's happening there. You slowly walk downstairs and see who is there. And it is the time to go and hit that guy. And your entire body get energized. And think about that all that hormones go around. And you go and try to conquer that situation. And the end, can you imagine the reflexes happens in your whole body, hands and legs, the goosebumps. Yes, that's what happens. And then finally the prefrontal cortex calms down. It debates whether to end the situation or not. And as long as it is no longer risk, you send out the all clear message to your body and it cools down. That's how the fear starts and ends. So how many of you are afraid of darkness? I do. Sometimes when you are in a dark, you completely feel blind and surrounded with full of darkness. Researchers, they have done a lot of research on this. They think about your ancestors. I'm not talking about just 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 20,000 years back. They were all in caves or tents. After sun was gone, everything was dark, completely dark, no light whatsoever. What happened? When the bear moves or any animal moves, you get scared. Whatever the brain I have or my ancestors had, it's same. It never changed. For years and years, still we are fear of dark. So how do you avoid these panic attacks? Think about it for a moment. I can tell you a few options that you can avoid or you can reduce the panic moments or attacks. The first thing you can do is breathe. Breathe. Deep, steady inhalations will help to slow the production of those panic-inducing hormones from your body and lowering your heart rate and promoting muscle relaxation. The second thing, talk yourself down. Just calm down. It is okay. Let us see what we can do. The third thing, the ear that God gave us, 2 of them, try to massage here. Yes,
Really?
that's a really good one. When you are in tension, gently rubbing the top of the lobe may stimulate the brain's vagus nerve, which is responsible for helping to restore a feeling of a calm after fight or flight response. Finally, let me tell you the scariest things. Definitely based on the new research, the public speaking is not the number one. Out of 10, the top 10 I can list down. The first one is the terrorist attack, reptiles, tornadoes, public speaking, heights, needles, germs, flying, bloods, and ghosts. As we are approaching Halloween by this month end, try to watch those horror movies
No.
and have a great time. But I wanted to conclude one message out of this speech. Take a moment to think of more than 200,000 people living in danger in the city called Aleppo, Syria. There are several thousand children, adults, in situation they are in where at danger, very danger, and their life never know when it's going to end. They are in fear of every single moment. There is a fear of losing their life at any moment. Think about those countless lives that they lost already. It is because of this man-made war. Again, as Franklin D. Roosevelt said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Thank you so much.
Excellent.